What's up, guys? Lee Ryder here, Crypto Didact, and it is 12/3 Sunday, and we're going to do another Bitcoin market analysis. Continuing on from what I did on Wednesday, we can see that it's been bouncing between some key levels, and it looks like we're fixing to move higher. So let's go back to the screens. What's up, guys? Welcome to the market analysis. This should be fun. So it's been an interesting past few days. We've been bouncing between these key levels that I identified on Wednesday, and let's take a little bit of a deeper look. So I've got the weekly chart here, and So I've got the weekly chart up here, and you can see this is kind of the same level we've been bouncing around on Wednesday, like we were talking about. So it's looking like this is still a pretty heavy area. You can see that I've made some adjustments to the volume profile, and before we had this giant vacuum area, it's kind of been forming into these few that are right here. So let's go down a little bit deeper. So on the daily, this is where we need to talk about it, because we can see that this volume profile has been shaping up nicely. There we go. So still up here we have, which is where we're hitting this resistance. We have a little bit of a pocket here and then a big pocket here. But as when we dial down, we'll look in the hourly that it really respected those levels. So what I want to look at on this daily chart is that our momentum is trending up, and this is good. Now this is both on the 50 period and the 10 period. So if we can maintain this momentum, we are very quickly going to break through this level here, and we're going to rise 12 to 14,000, I think would be the next target. We can see here we are in an up cycle here. We've started trending up on the 50 and the 10. So all good signs. The only problem is we're up against a wall, just like we were talking about last week. Now this morning, as I was getting off work and I was checking the charts, it looked like we had some big institutional money coming in to Bitfinex and maybe a little bit of manipulation. We can do a tether video later, but we can talk about that when we see it more on the 60-minute and the 10-minute. So let's dial down. So daily's looking good, looking like we're in a good forming an uptrend break. So yeah, this is where it gets pretty interesting. So on Wednesday, last video, I was talking about how this level, and this level were all going to be extremely important, and that's when price was about here. So as you can see, we came down, we got rejected at this vacuum area. Like I said, the price is either going to move very quickly or it's going to get rejected away from it, and we found support here, and then continued on. So as you can see, when price right here came up to this vacuum area, it was instantly rejected. So this is still going to be a very important area that we need to watch, and that we need to watch so that we can place some trades, because it's looking like in the near term that we're going to break through this level. And what we're going to want to look for is when support forms at that level and then takes off. And like I said, I think we're going to very quickly, when we do break this level, we're going to very quickly go to 12 and a half, maybe a little pullback, and then on to 14. So there's that. You can see we still have this node here that's a low volume node that's right in here in this level. We have a little bit of a low volume node here, which that's what we're fighting right now. So let me clear this. So that looks good. Our predictions were good from last week. Maybe some of y'all took some trades down in this level. It did pop out of our no trade zone for a bit. That would have been very good risk to reward. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, so down to the 10-minute, let's look what's actually going on as we speak, as I'm filming this. So this volume profile is really crazy right here. we have these very distinct pockets of buying, right? So like I said, I think that the big surge and then the sell-off was institutional money coming in. That was a lot of cash. I hadn't seen a profile form like that as I was watching it in quite some time. But let's look at what's going on. So this green box right here is that rejection area that we talked about here, right? That's this area here. Okay. So yeah, what happened? We came up there. You can see we talked about in the last video about divergence, and we got really good divergence before the sell-off. So price was moving higher and making new highs, but our cycle indicator was also downtrending. So this is a good indication that likely we're gonna see some downward momentum, and we sure did. That was a pretty good sell-off down to about 10,000. So $1,700 in the matter, of a couple hours. That's pretty huge, but not uncommon for Bitcoin. So what levels are we gonna watch in the coming week? What do we need to be paying attention to? Well, we need to be paying attention to these vacuum areas, because these are gonna be areas that are critical to hold. We also need to watch this high volume node right here, because to continue moving up in the near term, we have to hold this level. We have to hold this level, and we might get something like we got last week on Wednesday, Thursday time, where we get a little support, and then we're gonna get rejected away and find support and then continue on. But we have to hold this level. If we go all the way down and do this number right here, well, it's gonna be lower prices. It's gonna be the same thing that we were talking about on Wednesday. And so we're kind of at a very critical juncture. So I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of an update. We're still trading. We're still range bound, guys, like I was talking about. I think the market has given indication that it wants to try to move higher, but it needs to break this level. It's got to get through this. If it gets through this, like I said, off to the races. Put your buy orders in. You can put your stop losses right below this level, and you have a very excellent risk to reward trade. Same thing again, if we fall below this level and find support, same thing, get your sell orders in. If you're trading on like BitMEX, then you can stop it right here, and very good risk to reward. So that's been the update, guys. I hope this was helpful. It was nice to see that we're holding all the levels we talked about on Wednesday, and I'm really excited to see whatever happens either way, because I'm ready to put some trades on. I don't like being in the no trade zone. So I hope y'all have a great Sunday. I hope I helped a little bit. There wasn't much going on. We're just range bound, and I'll bring y'all a video, a new one, whenever the market starts making its moves. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later.